time he disappeared somewhere, and there's no trace of him.
And I read.
What's up, TikTok? It's your girl, Kay Says the Oracle, back in the building with another banger. I definitely want to start doing more TikToks about true crime. Like, I love true crime, okay? A little bit about myself. I am a card reader. I'm also a medium. I also have a YouTube channel over there called Kay Says the Oracle. That I've been doing as a little hobby here and there for a while now. Please go check that out. My live readings are important to this particular topic because if I can do live readings where people I've never met and be on point, then when I do my true crime, I definitely believe that I'm on the nose, if not like in the same aisle as the seats for the truth of the certain true crime cases that I'm doing. So if anybody wants to like partner along and solve these cases, if you have some type of psychic gift or a researching ability or something like that, I would love that, because I love getting to the nitty-gritty of things and being able to solve cases. At this point, I'm starting to see that we have to take like justice into our own hands, and if we want to see justice for our community, we have to take it into our own hands. So period. So this case, when I first seen it, I just saw the case scrolling on TikTok, and it caught my eye because of the nature of it, of how did he just disappear? How would he just disappear out of thin air and like nobody knows what happened to him? That sounds completely absurd. And the fact that he was like on the cruise with his like dad's 60th birthday party, it was like 20 to 30 family members on board. Like it's a large group. Like I've been on a Carnival cruise about 3 times, and they seem to be very thorough. But I must say, the times that I have been on there, each time I've kind of like, I know my second time, I definitely felt a criminal drug smuggling energy. I don't know why I felt that, but it's just like that I did. Okay, like I didn't see anything, but I just get downloaded with stuff sometimes. So now that I'm doing this case, that energy is coming back up. Okay, so let's delve into Kevin McGrath's case. Now with Kevin McGrath, he was going on a short little Labor Day cruise, to and fro, Miami to the Bahamas, Bahamas back to Miami. Short little 2-3 day cruise, okay? It's supposed to be short and sweet. But they talking about now he's disappeared. They don't know, no trace. All of his things is in his room. They're now coming up with all this footage. This footage is fake. I want to let you know that. From the beginning, I do feel like somewhere towards the end of the night, Kevin saw something he wasn't supposed to see. Okay? The Bahamas is rife with crime, corruption, human trafficking, drugs. I don't even know if I can say these words on TikTok. Maybe this is the reason why I've had to record this 3 times. But nonetheless, I'm going to continue to say it. And shit, they might delete my shit. I don't know. What the fuck? I don't know. Anyways, so rife with these things in the Bahamas. And I do believe that Kevin saw something that he was not supposed to see while aboard the Carnival Conquest. I believe that what he saw involved either drug running, drug trafficking, or human trafficking, or a little bit of both. I do believe in some point of him seeing this, I don't know if the captain was involved. I don't know if he saw it and immediately tried to go back to his room, which would explain the key card thing. But I don't know, from what he saw and the captain, there was some type of, I don't know, I don't know, boom, boom, boom. Because from there, because the captain definitely, according to my energies in my reading, that the captain is involved in drug running, drug smuggling, human trafficking. He's in a crime ring, okay? And like I told you, the Bahamas is rife with these particular elements. I believe, and there's some type of like woman or something involved with this initial energy. I don't know, did he see somebody getting, I don't know if Kevin saw somebody getting raped, somebody getting taken or something like that. I don't know. There's some type of woman also involved in all of this. But anyways, so from there, I believe Kevin was taken off the ship. I do. I do believe, I don't know at what time that the ship left the port, but Kevin was taken off that ship, and he was given to a gang called the Nike Boys, that I believe is still operating in Bimini, or I believe Kevin is in, excuse that interruption, I believe that Kevin is in Bimini. I also believe that these Nike Boys, or whoever runs this fraction of this gang, has contacted his family for a $50,000 ransom. I do believe in some aspect they feel like Kevin is some type of informant. This particular drug ring that's involved in this is like up high ring, like it involves some high people, like deep state connections type vibes. Like, guys, like, this is no joke, this is no conspiracy theory. Like, again, that's why I brought up my live readings I do for people all the time. Again, how can I be on point with people I've never seen with my live readings? If you need to see to believe, go to my channel. You will see me do live readings. Look at the chat, and they will be like, you're on point, Kay, you're on point, right? So how can I be on point about this and not on point about that, period? So again, I can't prove any of this, right? Because you're supposed to do tarot with somebody that can confirm what you're saying. So I don't know anybody that can confirm what's coming up with Kevin's case, because nobody else is actually saying what I'm saying. But also, yeah, this case goes pretty high up. I don't know if Kevin will come back. I asked about that several different times since this 3-day period, since this has come to my attention, and I don't know if Kevin will return. When I linked with another, I hate to be called psychic, but another person that reads energies on my channel, when I did true crime, she saw him being hurt and stuff like that. I did see something like an energy of lots of blood. So it isn't good. I do think as of this moment that I'm doing this reading, I do think that he's still alive, but I don't know if his family will pay the ransom. I believe the kidnappers reached out and was like, don't contact police. If you do, about the money, then, Kevin is done for, so I don't know. They just have to contact the money because they don't have the $50,000, and how to get the $50,000 over there, guys. Like, it's a big thing. But yeah, this is everything that has to do about this case. Like, Kevin saw something he was supposed to saw. It's drugs at a high level. It's human trafficking at a high level. It's them thinking that he was some type of informant. Somebody called the Nike Boys, the captain. His brother Andre knows more than what he's saying. Definitely involves some type of, if there's a family member connection, which I feel like is Andre. The sister has been doing a lot of talking. I hadn't looked into what is she covering up something? I don't know. I haven't looked into her energy per se, but yeah, guys, pretty crazy. So get this post out there, boost this post, because I want to connect with other people that may know more. Maybe they saw something, other passengers on that ship or something like that. So, and also check me out on Case as the Oracle to check out the whole reading that I did on him. Also check out the other 2 cases that I did along with his reading in that show for True Crime Thursday as well. I do True Crime Tuesday and True Crime Thursday. Also check out Yohanes Kidane's case. It's very crazy, about the 22-year-old tech genius from New York. They got a job at Netflix, and then they just found his body near the Golden Gate Bridge. That was a farce. Please check out my true crime about him. And then also recently, Jared Shahid. He was an immigration attorney on the East Coast, and he went missing. And because he quit his job at the law firm, went missing. He's been traveling at the West Coast. Now he's nowhere to be found. His car was found in Antira Village in California. Like, it's just not adding up, guys. There's sinister vibes to all these cases. Please check out my true crime Case as the Oracle. All right? Like I always say, what? Seek the truth, vibrate higher, and carpe diem. Until the next time, shit, I'm out.
Breaking news, a Netflix software engineer has mysteriously vanished. They said 22-year-old Yohanes.
All right, guys, we have another mystery on our hands. I've covered this story over there on my YouTube, so make sure you go over there to check it out. But before you get over there, let me tell you a little bit about his case. All right, this case is important because Yohanes was Eritrean. He was 22 years old, just graduated from Coleman, okay? Had a bright future. Went to go work at Netflix, okay? Was very excited about working at Netflix. From there, the higher ups at Netflix basically introduced Yohanes to this female, or sent the female to Yohan. Yohan was very smitten by this female. This female was there to get information, to kind of be Yohan's handler, but Yohan did not know this. From there, Yohan was invited to some type of Eyes Wide Shut party for Netflix, almost like they made it seem like a welcoming party for newbies or new employees or something like that. Okay, so if you've watched me before, then I covered Vaughn and his coming out party that they also did Eyes Wide Shut style, and how that turns out for him. So the same thing basically happened with Yohan as well. So Yohan went to the party. What was being portrayed there is not aligned with what and how Yohan was raised. He was very confused as to what he saw there and how to process what he saw there. It had left him very confused. In some aspects, he partook in what it was at that party, but not fully. Okay. Weeks after leaving that party, it left Yohan very confused. Weird things was happening at the office and stuff like that. He wasn't sure who he could really talk to, because he understood that he was met with another force that, like, it's not something that where the police could get involved and assist Yohan in what he saw or how he was feeling or the threat that he felt. So essentially, while he was processing this over a few weeks, Yohan felt that he could not continue working at Netflix. But I believe the energy was already understood that you're in, and if you decide to leave, it's almost like you can't eat the cake and then say you regret it. When you eat the cake with these people, you have to partake, or the latter is death. So from there, I believe Yohan tried to hatch a plan to leave, and hit the eject button on his life, hit the reset button, and maybe find his way back to the East Coast. I believe Yohan was intercepted. I believe Yohan was tortured for what he knew and information, maybe to make him go their other way. Yohan refused, and now we see that Yohan's body was found by the Golden Gate Bridge. And when he was found, I actually was on live covering another story, and another one of my followers alerted me to let me know that, yes, they just found his body. And while she was saying that, I was just like, wow, what? I was like, I just feel like there's going to be some disparities against, like, his decomp, because if he was in the water that long, he should be badly decomped. But I was seeing energetically that he wasn't badly decomped to suggest that he had been in the water that long. From the initial time that they said that he committed suicide and his things were found by the bridge, cut to when they said that his body was found in the water by the bridge. So guys, there's a lot to look into this case, but just know that what you're hearing on the news is not true. If you would like to hear an alternative energies of what truly happened, unfiltered, unbiased, on my YouTube channel, please check that out. I've covered his story about 3 times. Yohanes Kidane, please check him out. Also, another story that coincides with Yohanes Kidane is Jared Shaheed. Jared Shaheed was a immigration lawyer out of DC. He worked for a very prominent firm. That firm, though, was involved in human trafficking, child trafficking, and cover up certain things and breaking up families at the border and other heinous acts. Jared did not want to be down with this energy, basically. He quit working there and left for the West Coast. While he was on the West Coast, I believe a friend either ratted Jared's location out or something like that, or he was tracked. Jared was, at this point, I feel like Jared essentially wanted to make it seem like he faked his death, but Jared has Jared has not died. They haven't found his body, but according to my reading, Jared is alive, but he wants people to think that he's dead because he has compiled some type of information on his law firm and also the government and how they're involved in the immigration, the immigrants at the border, children, human trafficking, and the sinister plot that all this concerns. He has proof of this because he was an immigration lawyer in DC, the hub of all of this stuff. So he has some type of leak that may come out under a different name, a different alias. So please watch out for that. But that is his plan. But that is also a crazy case. So people people aren't going missing for no reason, guys. Please learn to delve deeper into what you see and not to look at the accepted narratives of these cases. But again, to see my full readings on these guys, please check me out at Case as the Oracle on YouTube. You won't want to miss it.
2 young models discovered dead in their luxury apartments in downtown.
All right, guys, so I'm back to add details and clues to Melissa Mooney's case. Okay, now I want to let you guys know, through reading both of these cases very extensively, it's come to my conclusion through my energy investigations that there is not a serial killer that killed both Nicole and Melissa. Okay, what's come to my conclusion is that Nicole has a dating app, photographer, model, beauty, lured, never had sex with this man, raped energy. Melissa's energy is different surrounding her case. Surrounding her case is Steve Harvey. I'm getting that Melissa Mooney was in a relationship with Steve Harvey sometime ago. I'm not certain on the time, but they were broken up. I believe that they were having like tumultuous phone calls. And I think in there she was threatening to expose truths of some sort. Marjorie Harvey did know of Melissa. I believe it was her idea to get rid of her. I believe she paid a woman to get rid of Melissa in fear of her exposing truths concerning Steve and her. Melissa was involved in like threesomes of some sort with Steve. Steve was also stealing money or something. He's also involved in cocaine dealing. Definitely. Okay. I believe she was knocked unconscious in the car. It's like he lured her to the car, or she was lured to a car in some way to speak to him. And there was like a drink waiting of some sort, or asked her about some type of drink, but she was drugged. Her drink was drugged. Her DNA, his DNA or of some sort is on her, in her, or something like that. I think that's everything that I have about Melissa, guys. Very crazy how Steve came up in this. But yeah, I'm standing firm on it. Tell me what you think below. It's crazy as fuck.